Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel where we unravel the mysteries of the human mind. Today we're delving deep into the shadowy realm of dark psychology to expose 10 manipulative tricks that might be happening right under your nose. Skilled manipulators are everywhere, from family and friends to co-workers and salespeople. But fear not, by the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge to spot and thwart these psychological maneuvers. So, without further ado, let's begin. Number 1. Playing the clock. Our first manipulation tactic is a favorite among salespeople, playing the clock. Imagine being in a high-stakes sales scenario where every moment feels like a ticking time bomb. The manipulator strategically employs various tactics to keep you engaged and invested, preventing you from uttering that decisive no. They introduce new elements, offer distractions, and even hand you off to other team members, ensuring the clock keeps ticking. The underlying goal is to make you feel so deeply entwined in the pitch that saying no becomes psychologically challenging. The manipulator, like a skilled chess player, orchestrates every move to stall your escape, subtly implying that you've invested too much time to walk away empty-handed. Understanding this tactic arms you with the power to recognize when time is being used against you and empowers you to reclaim control over your decisions. Number 2. Calculated affirmation. Now, let's dissect the psychological intricacies of calculated affirmation, a manipulation tactic that plays on the human need for approval and positive reinforcement. When someone seeks your liking, they strategically employ body language cues, smiles, nods, and attentive postures. These subtle yet powerful signals convey the illusion of genuine interest, making you feel valued. By intentionally crafting a positive image through nonverbal cues, manipulators can leave a lasting impression. When someone appears genuinely interested in what you're saying, your subconscious mind interprets it as a sincere connection. This manipulation technique is particularly effective in situations where individuals crave validation or acceptance. The art of feigning interest allows manipulators to mold a favorable perception, leaving you more susceptible to their influence. To safeguard yourself, stay attuned to these nonverbal cues and don't let calculated affirmation cloud your judgment. Number 3. Mirroring. Moving on to the subtle yet potent manipulation tactic known as mirroring. Ever found someone subtly copying your body language? Mirroring involves mimicking another person's gestures, expressions, or postures to create a sense of rapport and connection. Imagine someone unconsciously putting their hands on their hips the same way you do, or mirroring your smile. This psychological trick tricks your brain into feeling a heightened sense of agreement and comfort. While mirroring can foster genuine connections, it's crucial to be aware of its potential use as a manipulation tool. If you suspect someone is mirroring you, throw them off by introducing a gesture or posture that deviates from the norm. This tactic disrupts the mirroring pattern, offering you a glimpse into whether the behavior is intentional or subconscious. Number 4. Implied urgency. Next up, let's explore implied urgency, a manipulation technique often wielded by savvy salespeople to expedite decision-making. Picture this scenario. You express interest in a product, but uncertainty lingers. Instead of allowing you time to contemplate, the manipulator introduces elements of urgency, a countdown clock on a sales page, or claims that a deal will expire soon. This creates a sense of limited time, triggering a fear of missing out and prompting a hastened decision. The manipulator strategically restricts your thinking time, aiming to capitalize on impulsive reactions. Implied urgency exploits your instinct to avoid potential losses, making you more susceptible to agreeing without thoroughly evaluating the situation. Recognizing this tactic is essential to maintaining control over your decisions and resisting the pressure to act hastily. Stay vigilant, question artificial deadlines, and allow yourself the time needed to make informed choices. Number 5. Starting high. Moving on to our next dark psychological trick, starting high. Picture a scenario where a friend asks you for money. If they were to directly request $100, you might instinctively say no. However, manipulators know that by beginning with an inflated request and then lowering it, they catch you off guard. The shock of the initial high amount makes the subsequent seemingly reasonable request of, let's say, $20 more palatable. This tactic preys on your desire to avoid conflict and places you in a compromised position. Manipulators, especially those close to you, exploit this strategy, leveraging their understanding of your limits. The intention is to force you into a compromise, making it easy to forget that it's not your responsibility to negotiate. Number 6. Reframing questions. Now let's explore reframing questions, a manipulation technique that involves subtly altering the phrasing to guide you toward desired responses. Picture a salesperson reframing a question about your budget instead of directly stating the price. By reshaping the inquiry, they extract valuable information about your financial limits without explicitly asking for it. This tactic not only confuses you by presenting the question in a different light, but also allows the manipulator to glean insights into your preferences and constraints. The seemingly innocuous shift in language serves as a strategic move in their quest to influence your decision-making. To counteract this tactic, stay vigilant and be aware of subtle rephrasing. Challenge the framing and ensure your responses align with your true intentions rather than those orchestrated by the manipulator. Number 7. Closing in. Surprisingly, the physical act of closing in can be a manipulation strategy. It is a subtle yet powerful maneuver to influence your perceptions and decisions. Imagine a manipulator gradually reducing the distance between you and them, subtly invading your personal space. This tactic plays on the psychological principle that proximity breeds comfort and familiarity. As the manipulator closes in, your brain subconsciously associates their presence with a sense of closeness and trust. This proximity can override logical thinking, making you more amenable to their suggestions. While it may seem counterintuitive, consciously moving closer to someone can create an unconscious bond. Recognizing this manipulation empowers you to maintain spatial boundaries and critically assess decisions without succumbing to the psychological impact of physical closeness. Stay attuned to subtle movements and understand the influence of personal space in navigating manipulative situations. Number 8. Preying on fears. Now let's delve into the manipulation tactic of preying on fears. Picture this scenario. You've just made a significant purchase, such as a new car or appliance. The manipulator, often a salesperson, seizes this vulnerable moment to introduce additional costs, such as extended warranties or insurance. By tapping into your unconscious fears of potential future problems or breakdowns, they create a narrative that compels you to pay more for peace of mind. The manipulator strategically reminds you of the substantial amount you've already invested in the item, fostering a fear of regret or loss if you don't opt for additional protection. This psychological trick leverages your natural inclination to avoid future uncertainties, coercing you into spending more money under the guise of safeguarding your purchase. Recognizing the manipulation at play is crucial to maintaining control over your financial decisions, allowing you to make choices based on informed reasoning rather than succumbing to fear-driven tactics. Number 9. Intentional confusion. Moving on to the manipulative tactic of intentional confusion, where individuals deliberately communicate unclear or convoluted information. Salespeople, in particular, may employ intentional confusion to overwhelm you with details, making it challenging to discern essential information. When faced with a barrage of intricate details, you're more likely to miss crucial aspects or forget to ask pertinent questions. This intentional clouding of information serves to keep you uninformed and susceptible to making decisions without a full understanding of the situation. Therefore, it's crucial to stay vigilant, ask clarifying questions, and not allow intentional confusion to compromise your decision-making. Number 10. Displaying extremes. Our final dark psychological trick involves displaying extremes, a manipulation tactic that capitalizes on pushing you to doubt yourself. Gaslighting, a well-known form of psychological manipulation, involves presenting extreme scenarios to make your opinions seem irrational or exaggerated. When your viewpoints are taken to their extremes, they may sound ridiculous or untenable. Skilled manipulators employ this tactic to create doubt within you, making it easier for them to sway you to their side. By challenging the very foundations of your beliefs, they navigate you toward accepting their perspective, even if it contradicts your true convictions. Recognizing this manipulation is crucial to maintaining a strong sense of self and resisting undue influence. Manipulation is pervasive, but armed with knowledge, you can be better equipped to protect yourself. Recognizing these dark psychology tricks is the first step to breaking free from the grasp of manipulators. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on understanding the intricacies of the human mind. Thanks for watching, and until next time. Also check out my playlist about more related videos to dark psychology. Here, take care.